guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. So today I have another collaboration video with Micki, and this one is really exciting. It's also with a couple other ladies here on YouTube. We have Smacy and KBellaBeauty, as well as Rachel Terry, and they all have really great channels. I will link them below. The idea came from a subscriber of Micki's, and then Micki came up with this idea to do this collaboration video. The subscriber had asked about like what color of lipstick to pair with what I look like, that she had trouble doing that. So what Micki wanted to do is have each of us choose a different lip color that we really like to wear a lot, and then do like an eye look with it. I don't actually remember who is doing what, except I know that Micki is doing reds, someone is doing mauves, and someone is doing vampy, and then I don't know what the fourth person is doing. But I'm doing nudes, which is like the easiest thing in the world because nudes pair with everything. I wear nudes all the time. Nudes actually can encompass a lot of different shades because you have your brown nudes, you have your like more purpley mauvey nudes, you have pink nudes, you have buff nudes. They're all different kinds of nudes. So I'm going to show you some little clips of different looks that I did using different colors and then talk about those. So I actually realized while I was editing that before I jump into the looks, I want to kind of give you a breakdown of like how to pick your nude. Really the main thing is you got to look at your skin tone and what are your undertones, and you know, find colors that are flattering for you. Like for me, I really like pinky nudes. Sometimes peachy nudes will work for me. I really like purple based nudes, but like brown nudes don't work at all. So for example, I'm gonna just give you an example of each of these kinds of nudes. This is 1993 from Urban Decay. This is actually a lipstick that I am decluttering, and it's a very deep, like brown based nude. This type of color does not work for me at all. It makes my teeth look really yellow. It washes me out. Just doesn't work for me. But then the colors that I do like are like what I'm wearing on my lips today, which would be like Bite Beauty's Madeira. It's a very nice like peachy pink kind of a nude. And it lightens my lips a little, but it's pretty close to my actual color. So that's another thing with nudes. You gotta find things that are just like enhancements kind of your natural color. And you could have 10 nudes that work for you. Another one that I really like is a shade Buff from the Quench Lip Rescue, Rainforest of the Sea. One of my favorites, just for a little bit of a wash of color. As you can see, it's pretty sheer. And you'll see a lot of these in the actual video, but I just wanted to show them to you. Strip Search is a new one from Too Faced that I just got. It's a pinky nude, and I actually really like it. And then Sheer Rapture from Urban Decay. This is the old version, but it still works. And that is like a very purple-based nude, and it's called a sheer, but it's not that sheer, so I do really like that one. And then also for a really nice pink nude, it's just a perfect like kind of sheer baby pink. This is At First Blush, and this is probably my favorite pink nude. So as you can see, there are all different kinds of nudes, and you just have to find one that works for you. Now we can get into the looks with the different nude shades of lips. So in this look, I have this purple pinky eye from Wet n Wild. It's an amazing palette, by the way. And then I'm pairing it with my Hard Candy lipstick in At First Blush. And the baby pink to it, I think, goes really well with the purple, and I really like this entire look. So in this look, I paired a yellow and purple eye with the Rapture lipstick, which has that purple base to it. Because of the purple in both, I thought it paired really well. So this is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Butter Lipstick in Park Avenue Princess. I don't think they make this anymore. I got it in a kit at some point. I love this lipstick. It pairs with any eye look, especially bright ones, so I really like how these paired together. So this is Bite Beauty's Madeira. This is one of my favorite lip products for nude lips that will just pair with anything. In this look, I'm just wearing kind of my everyday nude sort of peachy look. So now that you have seen those other looks that I have done, we're gonna do a get ready with me featuring this look with this new palette, which is very exciting. This is the BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette and this lip. So if you wanna see how I did all this, please keep watching. Okay, so my full face is already like prepped and ready to go. For this video, we're just going to be doing eyes and lips, of course. This is the palette I'm gonna be using. It's the BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette. I just got it a couple days ago. I have not used it yet. I've swatched a few of the shades, but not all of them, so I'm very excited to get into this palette. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet, but that's the beauty of a nude lip, is that no matter what you do with your eyeshadow, the nude lip is gonna match. I think I'm gonna do this get ready with me style. I thought that since this is a collaboration, I might have some new people here, so hi! And then also, I wanted to kind of maybe do a get to know me kind of thing, and also for the people who have been watching me for a while, maybe you're wondering about what's going on in my life now. I thought that this would be a good time to share that information. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this palette. I think I'm gonna actually go in with this Ultimate shade because that one is just so pretty and I'm dying to put that on my eyelids. So I'm just gonna use my finger. That's just how I roll. I like to use my finger for shimmery shades. I even use my finger for matte shades sometimes, but yeah, that's just how I do it. So a little bit about me. I'm 34. I will be 35 in a couple weeks, actually. May 6th is my birthday. And I am a speech language pathology graduate student, but I'm actually almost done. It's been a 3-year program. And yeah, it's almost done, which is really exciting. I'm gonna be graduating May 21st. I just found out that I passed my comprehensive exam, which was like the most horrible, most stressful test I've ever taken in my entire life. It was like 7 hours long. First half of the day was multiple choice questions and case studies and stuff. And then the second half of the day was like 3 timed essays on different topics within the field of speech language pathology. And oh, it was very stressful. Wow, this shadow is like very pigmented. It's really pretty. I'm not sure that it goes with my like orange sweater, but well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So yeah, I'm really excited to graduate. It's been a very long time. I have 2 bachelor's degrees. Like I graduated with my first bachelor's in 2005, and then I went to Korea and taught English for a couple years, and then I met my husband there, and then we got married, and then I went back to school for speech pathology, got my second bachelor's degree, and then it took a couple years to get into grad school, and that's what I've been doing for the past few years. Let's see, what do we want to use? I'm tempted to do this purple, but it might be too wild with this. But I want to use the purple. But then it's gonna be like Little Mermaid-esque. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use, what am I gonna use? I'm kind of tempted to use this orange color. I know that it's not a matte, but I'm kind of tempted to use that in my crease anyway. So I'm going to, because I want to play. Oh, you know what? This is not a brush that I want to use. No, we're gonna be careful. So I'm gonna use this thinner brush. This came in an Ipsy bag years ago when I used to have Ipsy. So this is the shade Candy that I'm using. It is this one right here. And we're gonna see what happens. Just go really lightly because these definitely seem to be super pigmented. I probably should have done my crease before I did the lid, but I wasn't thinking, so whoops. So we're just gonna blend that out, go in really lightly. So yeah, I'm really excited about graduating. My husband is actually coming out. If you're wondering about my husband's situation, he's in the Army, which means we're apart most of the time. I actually, when I came to California to do my internship slash emergency credential thing, he was stationed in Maryland, and they don't do emergency credentials for speech therapists in Maryland, and I was tired of working for free, so I decided to come back to California where I could, you know, get paid for my internship. So that's what I did for a year. And then in the summer, I had to do an adult externship. And I went back to my old clinic here in Monterey to complete that externship. But then I moved back to Maryland, and we were there for like 3 months. And then my husband got stationed in Japan. So I moved back to California, and he's in Japan now. So that's the whole story of that. I would like to go to Japan next year, but I don't know if that's going to be possible because I have to get a job. Got to pay those student loans back. And if I can't find a job there, then I won't be going. So I am trying to decide what to do on the outer corner of my eye here. I'm thinking, I really want to use this purple, so I think I'm gonna go with that. Okay, so I'm gonna try a new brush. This is one of the BH Cosmetics ones, and I'm gonna go in with this purple shade, which is Swag. And I'm just gonna try to go lightly onto the outer corners. Ooh, that wasn't that light. This is so pigmented, holy cow. I don't know, maybe I should zoom in here. Okay, so we're zoomed in so you can see maybe a little bit better what I'm actually doing on my eyeball. So yeah, this definitely is giving me some Little Mermaid vibes with that purple there. I didn't think it was gonna come off quite like that, but it's okay. Oh, these colors are just gorgeous. So yeah, now at this point I'm just kind of looking for jobs. I didn't work, you know, because of all of the moving. I haven't worked since last summer. And I miss having a paycheck. You know, I miss what I do. Like, I really do enjoy working with kids. I want to work as a school SLP. You know, as an SLP, you can work in hospitals, you can work in clinics, you can work in schools, and there's a big need. So finding a job I don't think is gonna be really a challenge. And I can also always go back to my old clinic if I want to, but I'm kind of keeping my options open because, like I said, I do want to go to Japan if I can get a job there working for the Department of Defense, you know, education. But that is a challenge because I've been trying to find out if they even have openings, and like no one is getting back to me, and I don't really know who the contact person is there. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. So this color is pigmented, but I feel like it's not really, I don't know, staying the way that or blending the way that I want it to. This is pretty wild for me. Okay, well that's okay. I'm feeling like I want something like a little bit more natural kind of as a crease color, and there isn't really one in here, but my, you know, my go-to matte neutral palettes are in my other room and I don't want to go grab them. So I think I'm gonna try and make it work. I think I'm gonna try to use this like pink electric shade as another like blending out color. We'll see how it goes. I'm kind of liking this, even though it's a bit brighter. Like I thought it was gonna be a little bit of a lighter look, but it's definitely coming out pretty bright. I do think that I like it though. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do on the job front. I'm keeping that Japan thing open. I'm also talking to a recruiter about school jobs anywhere between my area, which is Monterey, you know, Central California coast, and Southern California, because I don't really have friends here, because every time I come to Monterey, like I make friends with military people or just people who are here temporarily or whatever, and then they move. So I don't really have friends here, and all of my friends are in Southern California, and I love Southern California. The weather, mainly the weather. I like it warm most of the time, and then the beaches, of course, are warmer that way. But I can't really probably afford to live like in San Diego or San Clemente or somewhere that's like right next to the beach. So I would have to be more inland, and then I'd be a couple hours from the beach, and here I'm like 5 minutes from the beach. So I don't know there are different things to think about with that. So I actually kind of like this. It's looking like very 80s, but that's okay. We're just playing with this eye makeup. Let's see. I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced pointed liner brush here, and I'm gonna go under the lower lash line, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna go in with yet. So let's take a look at these colors and figure it out. I'm looking at this one, and I think I wanna go with that underneath the lower lash line. Oh, that's pretty. This is the shade Trance. Again, it's that like cobalt blue. Let's see, so I talked about work and school and husband. What else should I talk about? Makeup. So I got into makeup, I don't know, like I was never really into it. Like in high school, I wore mascara and blush sometimes if I got up early enough. And that was about it. And then in college, like I remember going to the mall my freshman year. Like I had just made some new friends. We'd been there like for maybe a week or something. And one of my friends had a car, and we drove to the mall, and we're like, oh my gosh, we don't have to tell our parents where we're going. And it was just like such a freeing thing. I remember just looking at my best friend, and you know, because we actually, this particular friend that I'm talking about, we knew each other since birth. We were born in the same hospital. Our parents, both of our dads are pastors, and they went to seminary together. And anyways, so we knew each other for our whole lives, but we had never like actually lived near each other. And anyway, we ended up going to the same university, and so we were both like experiencing the freedom and just kind of in shock about how it felt to not be like accountable to anyone, you know, to getting into that adult life. Anyway, I really like this blue color, by the way. It's got like a little bit of almost purple or something to it. It's really, really pretty. Love it. So yeah, I remember going to the mall with her and my other friend who drove us there. And we were very excited about that, and we went and we all bought like one makeup item. I got the Benefit Dandelion blush, and that was like my first high-end makeup product. And I loved that, and I miss that blush to this day, but because I'm cruelty-free now, I can't repurchase it, so I'd love to find a dupe, but it's hard to find a dupe when you don't have the original, you know, to compare it to. So I know that my camera's about to stop because I'm gonna run out of time, so I'm gonna stop it and then we'll keep going. Okay, so I'm actually pretty happy about how this is looking. I'm going to do a lower lash line eyeliner. I'm gonna pick out of here. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. You know what, I will do my Marc Jacobs, this is my new one. This is Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Eye Crayon in Jazzberry. It's like a pretty pinky purple shade, so I'm gonna do that on my lower lash line. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna do upper lash line or not. We might just skip it. Isn't my mirror pretty? This is Cinderella. And I just found it. Like I thought I had lost it in my most recent move, and I just found it when I was cleaning out my closet. I was so excited. So it's kind of hard to talk and do this, but I'm gonna try. Okay, so after I put this on my waterline, I like to squeeze together, and I feel like it helps to transfer a little bit of that darkness to the upper lash line, and then I don't have to go in, you know, underneath and do like that tight line thing, because I suck at tight lining. It's not something I can do. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do the other one. So yeah, back to college and my first makeup purchase. So that Benefit blush was my first makeup purchase, or high-end makeup purchase. And then I started wearing, you know, like CoverGirl, like those duo eyeshadow things. And that was fine, but I wasn't really, you know, I wasn't very good at it. I'm still not good at makeup. I just enjoy it now. I think part of it is when I was in college, I didn't have money, you know, to buy whatever makeup I wanted. It was like, it was a big deal to buy like that Benefit blush. Anyway, over time, I got more and more into makeup, and I didn't really get into makeup until I discovered Urban Decay, and that's when I went cruelty-free as well. So I'm gonna have to stop talking because it's time to do the lips, and for the lips, for my nude, I'm going to go in with Urban Decay. lip liner in the shade Rush. This is actually one of the sale shades. It's like 10 bucks. I love the Urban Decay lip liners. They are some of my favorites. They help to make your lips last and they're really comfortable. So I'm just gonna line my lips. So I really like this color. It just kind of deepens up my natural lip color. I like to do liners and then like a gloss or something a lot. I'm not gonna do a gloss today, but I'm gonna do the Tarte Quench Lip Rescue in the shade, that's all I have left, in the shade Buff. This is my favorite. I actually have another one downstairs in my purse or something. So I'm not completely out, which is good. And this just gives a little bit of shine, and I'll wear this without anything else on, just to give a little bit of color and shine to my lips. I really love how it feels. These things are so comfortable. It's minty and kind of vanilla-y. Tingles a teeny tiny bit, but not that much. So I just realized I didn't even put on mascara, which is like my #1 makeup product that I have to use because my eyelashes are blonde and you can't see them if I don't put on mascara. So I'm gonna actually do that off camera and then I will be right back. Okay, so now I've got my mascara on, but I did realize I forgot to do the little highlight that I wanted to do. I really wanted to use this color, Spirit, which is like a very pale pink with like maybe a purple shift. I can't really tell because I have not swatched it yet, but that's what it's looking like. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this BH brush. This is one of their new brushes from this collection. And I'm gonna pop that on the inner corners and then maybe up on the brow bone as well. There goes my dog. So if you're new to my channel, yes, I have a dog. His name is Oliver. He has cancer. Actually, I have 2 dogs, but the one that you'll hear and see in videos is gonna be Oliver because the other one's pretty mellow. I mean, she's aggressive, but she's mellow at home. Ollie, treat! Totally bribing him to get him to stop barking. I think that actually I had an Amazon order. I think it may have just come to the door. Yeah, he's up here now. Because I told him I was gonna give him a treat. He's gonna be like, where's my treat? But we are almost done filming, so he'll get one, don't worry. I'm not gonna lie to him. Anyways, yeah, I have 2 dogs. I have Oliver and Bella. Oliver is older. He's 10 and a half. He's got cancer and copper storage disease, which is liver disease. But he's doing great. We were told he'd have a year to live last summer, and it looks like he's gonna have more like 3 to 4 because he's still not showing any symptoms of the cancer and he's doing pretty well otherwise. So that is fantastic news. Anyways, so that is the finished look. I hope you guys like it. It's definitely different than what I would normally do. I mean, I do like to play with color sometimes, but my everyday look is actually really basic. But I think this is really fun, and I definitely am impressed by this palette, which I expected to be impressed by it. It seems to be really good. So I hope that you enjoyed this. Thank you guys so much for coming, and I hope you have a great day. Bye guys.